ideas, big brands, and the biggest names in word-of-mouth marketing. The can't-miss moments from day one of WOMMA Summit, coming up on WOMMA TV.
Hello from WOMMA, hello from WOMMA, hello from WOMMA TV. Send me a kiss by wire, baby.
And hello again from WOMMA TV. I'm Rhonda Craig, and we couldn't have asked for a more action-packed first day of WOMMA Summit. From big brands to the biggest names in the industry, attendees experienced a full day of education, networking, and valuable insights. Some of the most iconic brands in the world were represented at this year's WOMMA Summit. Marketers flew in from across the country to hear from industry experts.
I was really excited about the content track this year. Just seeing what some of the big brands have done to really operationalize social and word of mouth within their organizations. So I think there's some really good stuff in store there.
Different social media analytics tools to understand how we could work the most efficiently. We've got a small team, so to see how we could leverage our small team and leverage social media tools together to be able to be the most effective.
From millennials to seasoned professionals, first-time attendees to WOMMA vets, WOMMA Summit was the place to be for those looking to grow their business and learn new marketing strategies.
Well, I'm a young professional in the social media marketing scene, and I knew I wanted to get some face time with some of the big players in the scene and get to soak up as much information as I could, so this was a natural choice for me.
When the word of mouth is so easily available, everyone just tweets how they feel these days, so knowing how really great consumers and marketers are doing that and learning to take that practice back to our clients is what could be really beneficial.
They release so many great resources for us that we use all the time, and so it's just great to come here and meet other people in person and hopefully take a lot of great knowledge away.
In case anyone had a hard time finding the general sessions, WOMMA's Barbershop Quartet serenaded attendees to the right spot. WOMMA Summit is known for bringing together some of the brightest innovators in the industry, and this year is no different. NASA Social's John Yumbrick discussed tactics NASA uses to reach new audiences. He told attendees how he put a spin on the traditional press conference by holding a digital press conference using Google Plus Hangouts. Some of his tips for success: be strategic, provide great content, and make events memorable and unique. Also, remember that social media is a conversation with the public. Ask for feedback. Finally, create brand ambassadors by tapping into networks to engage enthusiasts that will voluntarily promote your brand.
Be creative and think of ways to use these tools, but don't just go on tools to use them. Be strategic about it.
Next up, BuzzFeed's Terry City hit the stage to give attendees an inside look at evolving media and innovative methods of distribution. City stressed the importance of branded videos. His major takeaways: content first, tell a story, involve your audience emotionally, always think about shareability, and make it mobile friendly. He told attendees if it doesn't work on mobile, it doesn't work.
If you're not creating content as a brand that can reach people via mobile, you're essentially probably chopping off half of your audience. So we have a firm belief that you should be platform agnostic in terms of creating content.
Just looking at things that are going viral and trying to identify the reason why people are sharing them. And I think that's definitely one of the main things I'll take by it.
During this tweet-worthy session, presenters with UFC discussed the power of a single tweet. Attendees were encouraged to focus on surprising and delighting followers, also to target the right people with the right messaging and send personalized messages to followers.
People really, really love the fact that a brand follows and engages with them, especially when they're a fan of that. So as Adam pointed out on the screen up there, in the case of UFC, they were thrilled. They said, I've been a huge fan of yours for a long time, and you just followed me. That's awesome. So it's that concept of, building up their egos.
In their packed session titled Turn Up for WOM, brand ambassadors shared how they helped turn Hennessy into the highest-selling cognac in the U.S. Presenters discussed the importance of influencing the influencers, content creators, and distributors.
They identified these people who had not only social influence but also offline influence, and the importance of using that to sort of bridge the two together and produce results was really interesting, and I think probably a really good example for other brands to take.
WOMMA Summit attendees scored big with Monday's closing keynote. Social media all-stars and the Stanley Cup champion LA Kings shared some of their best practices when it comes to engaging fans online.
The main thing is like I want the internet to be more fun, and brands and teams really right off the bat were so boring online. You know, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or their websites, it was very PC and just sort of this corporate message. And we kind of had a lot of success having fun and having personality and kind of engaging with our fans.
The crux of the presentation today was about empowering and engaging your fans or your consumers, because ultimately they're your most passionate advocates, and if you can make them be your marketers, then your marketing is going to be way better than any slogan, you know, marketing guy like me could ever think of.
What an incredible first day here at WOMMA Summit. Be sure to spread the word on all of your social sites using the hashtag WOMMA Summit. Right now, we'll leave you with sights and sounds from the opening reception. On behalf of WOMMA TV, I'm Rhonda Craig, and we'll see you tomorrow.
WOMMA TV.
Listen, red light, yellow light, green light, grow. Crazy and a woman show. Rhythm queen, rhythm of love. Sweet dreams, Tiger and Lucina. Lucina. Squeeze a little more.